Good morning. This is my alarm clock. We wake up multiple times a night because he wants to eat because I'm still breastfeeding. And then we're usually up anywhere between 5 and 6-ish. I've always been a morning person. I have to say it's a little bit of a struggle because I'm up so many times during the night. Anytime I go to SNL, when I go to watch Alec, I'm usually asleep on the couch in his dressing room, and everybody knows when I'm gonna come. There's like a blanket waiting for me, and I just eat my dinner, watching him do his like beginning plays, and then pass out the entire time, and it's literally the only time I get to sleep, and there are no children around. Since we're the only two up right now, we are going to do a little bit of yoga, a little bit of exercise. We have to get it in before everybody else wakes up, right? Yeah, should we go to our yoga? And yeah, so go to our yoga. So we do some stretches and a little bit of exercise in the morning, some for him. So he's working on sitting up and he can already roll over. He doesn't crawl yet, 6 months old. We spend anywhere from like minutes to, a half an hour, depending on how early he wakes up. And it's kind of fun, I always like to incorporate my baby and everything. So we can lay down. We can do like little sit-ups in the morning. I know, it's so funny, right? Do little sit-ups. Bench press a baby. Yeah, bench press a baby. I know. Little push-ups. You can do kisses at the same time. Yeah. They like it too, you see? I know, it's so silly. It's so silly. I have 4 kids, but you have to be able to treat each one as if they were only child sometimes. So I have to have my individual time with each one of them. Yeah, maybe that's why you wake up so early. You say, I want my mommy time, huh? All my other kids are in school, and so morning time is very much about getting everybody ready. So speaking about getting everybody ready, I think it's time to go make breakfast because I'm hearing everybody get up. Should we go make them breakfast? What do you think? What do you think? I'm making breakfast for them right now. I love giving them cereal in the morning because I find it to be very filling. There's not a big fight over, whether they're going to eat it or not. This is one of my favorites. It's chia and has a lot of different whole grains in it. It has coconut, so it's got a nice little flavor to it. I use hemp milk. So I'll warm the hemp milk up. I add peanut butter to it. My kids can eat nuts, and I find that it makes it a little bit more filling, gives them a lot of good fats. For the tinier ones, I'll usually do a oatmeal or rice cereal. I love Earth's Best. Meanwhile, I'm drinking a green juice. I find it gives me a little boost in the morning. Then I start to pack their lunches. We usually do some kind of like tortilla wrap. Carmen is going to be having one with hummus. With a wrap, you can customize it. Every single day can be a little bit different. I don't have to buy tons of different ingredients, and I know that they're eating something that's healthy and filling. And I'll give them other things as well. I'll do like kale chips in there, and sometimes I'll put like little vegetable. And they get excited because they have the little compartments. And then I close up. Their lunch boxes. Of course, Carmen's is this one, the shiny each side. All right, now I'm gonna make Rafa and Leo's lunch. I'm gonna feed them breakfast, and we'll be right back. I'm shooting Mom Brain today, which means that I have to wear makeup. So I start with an eye cream. Any mom knows out there, if you're tired, eye cream is key. And I really like this one. Next, I put on my SPF. I really like this Juice Beauty, and I found that I'm actually in between colors. So I mix the two. And then I'll choose between Sunday Riley UFO Acne Face Oil if I feel like I'm gonna break out, or Vinter's Daughter. And I mix it up and I put it all over my face. It feels nice and hydrated. The only time I use primer is when I'm putting on eye makeup. And so I'll just take a teeny tiny bit and I put it just around the eyes. And I find that it helps my eye makeup stay on a bit easier. Then I take a little bit of powder. This is Hourglass translucent setting powder, and I actually go back to it a couple times. I find that it just creates a really nice surface to apply the makeup. And then I do my face. I love Josie Maran Vibrancy because it has argan oil in it, And I find that your skin can get so dry, especially in this weather. And I put it all over. Even though it can make you look very washed out, I then will define afterwards. On an average day, I don't wear as much makeup as this, but I'm getting ready to shoot my podcast. I'm getting ready to shoot Mom Brain with Daphne Oz. And so we wanna glam it up just a little bit. I found that warmer tones work for my eyes and make them pop a little bit. I take this lighter sort of pinkish color, almost like a little bit mauve-y, and I put it here. I cover the whole lid with it. And then I like to take a combination of the purple and this reddish color, and I mix it through, take off the end. And you know when you put it on and it kind of like is a little too dramatic at the beginning, I find that I like to line the eyes, so I use that first stroke to bring it right by the lashes, and then I pull it up and I cover in part of the lid. And then I'm gonna go into this sort of a lighter, almost purplish tone. And then I pull it right here to give a little bit of shine to the lid. And I lift it up and try to clean up the outside of the darker eyeshadow. I bring it around and clean up underneath the eye. I go up to a more silvery tone, do the very, very top underneath the brow. Then I line my eyes, this really cool, very like warm tones, which also makes the eye pop and looks a little bit more natural. They're crayons, so you have to make sure that they don't smudge too much and start to run, but that's where the primer and the setting powder come in, and I find that, you know, I'm aware of it throughout the day, but it's not something I have to obsess about. Line underneath, put it out to the side, and go kind of like, you know, 2/3 of the way into the eye to try to keep the inside crease open and keep the eye a little bit bigger. I go back to my palette and I pull it through the darkest color. This one's like a purple. And I pull it into the lash line to make a fuller lash. So you want to make sure that there's no space in between the liner and the lash. You really want to get deep into the lash line. Take a cream blush and you put it into your cheeks, even if it looks a little bit dramatic like I'm doing, like totally clownish, right? Then you put powder over it. It actually looks really, really like a natural glow. I'll show you how I do it. Now I put powder all over, and you can see that it starts to blend the cheek in with the rest of the face, but still keeps it a little bit more defined. You never want to be that person that has like spaces, so get into all the outer edges of your face. Then after with the cheek, I want to give a little bit of a shine. So here's Bobbi Brown. It'll finish the cheek off to give a little bit of a shimmer. And then I think that looks pretty natural. For my brows, I just want to darken them a little bit. And especially right here, I find that I like to darken a little bit and then pull it through gently. After you're done with that eye makeup, then go to the brightening concealer. This is Benefit, and it really does make a difference. If I don't wear anything every single day, I always wear this. This is like the one thing that I will use. Maybe a little bit of mascara as well. It cleans up all the eyeshadow that may have fallen. And then you can even like pull it through here, I find, you know, right underneath the brow line, especially after you just did the brows. Nothing brings the face more together than some amazing lashes. So I curl them always. I find that if you have a good mascara, you can usually create a pretty nice effect. This is YSL, and I like that it gives you nice, big, dramatic lashes. I do put mascara on the bottom. I know some people don't, but I do, and it brings the whole makeup look together, I think. When you're working on camera, you want to make sure that you have a little bit of highlighter. So I love this Laura Mercier one. I'm going to do a little bit under my eyes, my nose, and then around the mouth. The last thing I do is my lips. So I always hydrate right before. And then right now I'm obsessed with putting a lip liner as my lipstick, keeping it pretty simple. And you can make it a little bit more matte. All right, guys, what do you think? Do I look a little bit less tired? Off to work. All right, I'm off to go record Mom Brain. Thanks for waking up with me.